folks, Dagan here, and today, together with my fine friends from Anderton's, I have the absolute pleasure of checking out a beautiful, gorgeous, immaculate sounding little pedal. This is the DSM and Humboldt Dumblifier Overdrive Special. Now the name gives it away, the controls and the way it looks gives it away, but seriously, this is one hell of a piece of kit. Check it out. See, like I say, everything gives it away because this little guy right here is all you're hearing. I'm not running into an amplifier, I'm not running into any kind of digital modeling or whatever. This is a 100% analog recreation of course, the legendary Dumble Overdrive Special. You know, I often play things where you go, oh, it sounds great, and YouTube compresses everything when you listen to this stuff, so it sounds great on your phone speakers or your TV or whatever. But this is kind of one of the pedals I just want to go, have a go. So I wish I could give you my guitar through the screen because it feels like it just feels phenomenal under your fingers. It's got the spongy bounce, that very unique Dumble Overdrive kind of sound. And like I say, it's all coming from this little box. It's got dual XLR outs, or you can run it into the power amp of an amplifier and do it that way or whatever. But it's an all analog amp in a box essentially. And it's the all analog nature of it, which gives it its touch sensitivity and its overall just its sweetness under your fingertips. I mean, Dumbles are very expensive. You need to remortgage your house to get a bloody Dumble. And you can obviously get captures in quad cortexes and helixes and fractals and the like. But that's all digital. And they work fantastic for a certain demographic. But this, it's way harder to capture the sound analog than it is digital. You just put some mics on a cabinet and capture it that way. With this, you've got to get the right components, you've got to put them in the right order, and fit them all in a beautiful, really well-made little box. And I really think they've nailed it. It's impossible to get a bad sound out of it. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of what this pedal can do and all that kind of stuff, if you're unfamiliar with DSM and Humboldt, they make a little pedal called a Simplifier, which is an incredible little box. Again, analog, there's no crazy menus and stuff, but there is a lot of dials, knobs and switches, that gets me going, that kind of thing. When you see something that analog and there's so many little tweakable little bits and it's so easy to use in that sense, I love that. But that little pedal can sound like a Fender or a Vox or a Marshall, whatever you want to put into it. Similar kind of vein to this with the DI outs and the rest. But of course, this right here, the Dumblifier, is based off the Overdrive Special. So you put this at the end of your pedal board and use it essentially as your amplifier. It's even got an effects loop up top, a stereo effects loop, and obviously a regular Overdrive Special hasn't got an effects loop, so one up for the Dumblifier. Let's talk about the little setup now. I'm using the SG Custom, which hasn't got the middle position. I will use the middle position a lot because it sounds great, but this middle pickup is disconnected, so like regular 2 humbucker SG. Wireless system, because I don't like being tethered. It's the Shure GLX-D 16 Plus, the little tuning pedal one. Straight into this. I'm going mono out, but it is completely stereo out via 1/4-inch jacks on the side or XLRs up top, and you can actually mismatch either side of the cabinet. But I'll talk about that more in a second. So I think a lot of people will use it in this way. Like, using stereo is great, but personally it's not really something I use, and there's plenty of videos online showcasing this in stereo, but I want to show just what it sounds like in mono. Into a little PA speaker, into my little Zoom recorder thing, and then into your lovely ears. It's 2 channels, I forgot to mention that, with built-in reverb and a built-in boost, kind of. I'll talk about that more in a second. But let's talk about, well, the first thing your guitar hits, and that's the input of the Dumblifier, which has 3 different input level controls. There's off, there's low boost, and high boost. Now this is akin to, depending on what kind of guitar you're playing or what kind of tone you want. So if there's no boost, it's just straight in. Plenty of headroom. If you wanted to break up a bit sooner than it normally would, bit low boost, and if you wanted to break up a lot sooner, you put high boost on the side. So a lot of tonal tweaking even as soon as you plug into this guy. Up top you've got the controls for both the channels and the power amp. Master volume for the power amp, overall presence for the pedal in the power amp. Overdrive controls, ratio, which is level, it's just what Dumb will call it, and a drive control. And for the clean, you just got a single volume control, but you hear the clean in a second. 3-band EQ down here, and these little switches to the right, you've got 2 different kind of tone stack EQ tones. It gives you jazz or rock. Now that's not necessarily just for jazz, just for rock. It's just what Dumble called them. They both sound different, and they both make these EQs react slightly differently as well. There's a mid boost and a bright control. And to the right hand side is where it gets really interesting. Like I was saying, stereo, XLR out if you want, and you can actually put different cabs on either side of these. So you can choose between G12M, G12H, or EV12L, and 2x12, 1x12, and 4x12 on each of them. As of this far, you've heard the G12M, and that's a 2x12. The foot switches down the bottom here, you've got a bypass control for the whole pedal, so you can turn it off if you ever want to do that for some reason. Overdrive and clean controls, and either the reverb on off over this side, which I'll show you without the reverb for a second on the clean channel. Reverb on. But if you switch this little control here, it actually turns on a boost function. Actually, I've gone the, I'll keep clean. Now that's a very interesting boost, and it's not a boost in the more traditional sense. It's not throwing a clean boost to the front or a tube screamer into it either. What the PA bead boost does is it bypasses the tone stack. Now the tone stack, the 3-band EQ, the little switches down the right here, they inherently suck a lot of tone from the circuit. So with them out the picture, the preamp gets a lot more boost. That when you play a Dumble style thing, you get the tone, and I've never actually played a real Dumble before, but I do love them to bits. I love hearing them to bits. It's the sizzle, it's the sponginess, but the brittleness you get under your fingers. And that kind of, the dynamics, the way it works with your pick attack and the volume of your guitar. And then he went to Everlong for a second there, but I was like, I'm not on drop D. Those are the foot switches. And that works the same on the distortion channel as well, the overdrive channel. On the bottom, you'll notice a couple of really funky controls as well. On the left, you've got your settings for the headphone output, the level as well, but on the right-hand side, you'll see that reverb control with the dial and the 3 different kinds of reverbs you can get: plate, hall, and ethereal. But I'm on plate now because I think it works with this so well. And if you want to have as much fun as I'm having, of course linked in the description box down below, is where you can get one of these fine little pedals from today's video sponsor and indeed this channel's sponsor, the wonderful people at Anderton's. Now Anderton's need little to no introduction. They're one of the biggest and best music stores on the entire planet. And I mean that as well because they ship worldwide. Whether it's pedals you're after, guitars, amplifiers, bass guitars, drum kits, pianos, synthesizers, PA gear, DJ things that flash and make noise when you tap them, or anything in between, Anderton's of course have you covered. Lee and Pete of course have a fantastic video on the Anderton's channel going in depth with this pedal, completely in stereo and stuff, and Pete's beautiful playing, so I'll link that down there so you can check that out as well. But it's nice to have a different player's perspective. I play very differently to those guys, so it's fun to kind of mix and match and see how people react, because it's a very reactive pedal, how people kind of gel with it and bounce back off it. So if you like what you see over here on this channel, please subscribe just down there, give this video a thumbs up and comment what you think of this fantastic little beast. So with that being said, let's hear it some more. I'm going to be playing my SG for the majority, but towards the end I'll play my Strat as well, because John Mayer is a huge fan of the old Dumble sounding amps, or Dumbles in general I should say, and I've got the John Mayer Big Dipper pickups in my Strat, so we'll hear what that sounds like towards the end. Let's get into it. So we've got the input gain switched down to 0 for maximum headroom on the clean channel. In the jazz setting, no mid boost, no bright switch, and it sounds and it feels it's that thick, articulate. Wrong notes and all, it's that thick, articulate Dumble sound, which is weird to say in a pedal, which is quite expensive because it does a lot, but it's a lot cheaper than a bloody Dumble. The rock tone stack. It's a lot louder off the bat with the rock tone stack. Back to jazz and mid boost. bright switch. Different cabinets or speakers. Bright switch off because that speaker, what's that, the EV, it's quite bright. $412. I love this little guy. This isn't the kind of stuff that I normally play, but when it sounds that good and reacts a certain way, it just makes me want to be like... It makes you play things with confidence. Crazy jazz stuff. I don't know how to play jazz, but I think I can with this fiddle. So that's the clean channel. Let's go to the overdrive channel now. Back to the 2x12 and the G12M that you heard in the intro. So reactive. Dumbles have a very unique overdrive tone, don't they? It's dynamic but very fluffy, but in like a crunchy way. So many daft guitar words. 'Let's do the rock sound on this. Points if you can name that little sludgy riff right there. bright switch. See how we go with that. I keep hearing sounds, like hearing songs in this pedal, even though I know they don't use a Dumble, it just kind of... This is a different speaker cab. Different speaker cab again. If I want a 4x12. Turn the presence down because that's a bit bright. I wouldn't change a thing about that tone. It just makes you want to keep playing. Actually, let's hear it with a Strat now, shall we? So this, ladies and gents, is my Strat. I'm a big John Mayer fan. John Mayer's a big fan of the old Dumble sound. And this actually has the Fender John Mayer Big Dipper pickups in the neck and the middle. The input gain is back to 0. I'm on the rock setting. I'm on the EVs with the 4x12 on the clean channel. Gotta play it, haven't I? Overdrive channel now, and I might actually put the bright switch on for this because... No, I won't. Even the volume there. cleans up beautifully, doesn't it? Why'd you play it again? Something again down. 212 with the EV. Just so touch sensitive. It's almost got an acoustic quality to it because it's so robust. I think, ladies and gents, that's all the spec sights and sounds I can give you from the beautiful DSM Humboldt Dumblifier Overdrive Special. It's a serious bit of kit for people who seriously want that tone, but don't want to spend £300,000 on an amplifier. Everything's linked in the description box down there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. If you like what I do as well, I've got a Patreon link down there so you can see all the cool behind the scenes bits, so check that out. But besides that, thanks for watching. I've been Dagan. I'll see you next time.